Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Chicago. And today's question comes to us from ZoeWitchypoo. And ZoeWitchypoo asks why there are so many different kinds of spells aimed at achieving the same goals. Why there's not just one technique for any given goal if that technique is good and works. Why have variations? And there are a couple of different levels to this answer, and the first one is that magic is an art, not a science. There are many different ways of doing things because one way does not work for all people. It's important, therefore, to find what works for you, because what works for your neighbor may not work for you. This is the difference between an art and a science. In a science, if you do exactly the same thing, you will get exactly the same result. Whether it's repeating something you've done yourself or something someone else has done, it will make no difference. A plus B will always equal C. But in an art, it's somewhat different, and if you look at magic, you will see that you will get different outcomes that do not necessarily always have to do with what you've done externally at all, which is the second part of our answer, because magic is not a matter of external things. It's not a spell cookbook, it's not particular words or actions, it's accessing the powers of your own higher self and focusing and directing these powers. And there are so many different variables involved in this. A single technique would only work for a single person. There are many different ways of combining techniques other people have used, but ultimately what you're doing when you're learning magic, when you're using magic, is you're learning how to interact with the universe, yourself, through your relationship with it. And when we do spell work, we're using various different formulae to bypass our conscious mind to work with our higher self directly. And this is why they work at all. But it's that relationship between ourselves and our higher self that make them work, and not anything we're doing externally. And this is why there are so many different possibilities of ways to do magic. So I hope that answers your question, and until next time, may you blessed be.